Hi, I'm Ali. I'm here to show you a really wonderful technique meditation called the Inka meditation, and it helps us to clear our energy fields. It helps us to connect to the multiple nature beings who hold us so sweetly here in the universe, like the sun, the earth, the waters, the moon and the cosmos. And this technique was really taught to me by Elizabeth Jenkins, and she wrote a wonderful book called The Fourth Level, which I really recommend you get, because that's where this exercise is from. Okay, so I'm going to first of all get my mesa, and if you don't have a mesa you can use a crystal or a stone. You can just use your breath, or you can just sit back and allow me to do this on your behalf. I'm going to be blowing 3 breaths to the upper world, the middle world and the lower world. That's the Hanak Pacha, the Kai Pacha, the Uku Pacha. It's blowing thanks for my wisdom, for my love and for the physical strength I have to do my work. I'm also blowing blessings to all of those different nature beings, to any mountain spirits that I work with, called apus, any bodies of water that I work with locally, and things like that. But if you just want to simply call in your allies and your spirit guides to help, that's okay too. All right. Have a little bell. I'm calling in now the apus I work with, and I say humpui, which means come. So humpui, Itford Hill, humpui, Mill Hill, humpui, the River Ouse, humpui, Mount Caban, humpui, Salcantine, Asangate, humpui, Snowdon, humpui, Coombe Hill, the River Tamar, humpui, be with us. Apukeros, Huamanlipa, humpui. Okay, so we've called in our support, and now we're going to work on our individual bubble, which is like an egg of energy that extends as far as our fingers reach up, all the way around our body and into the earth. Okay, so the guiding principle of the Kara people is that of Aini, of reciprocity. So they always give in order to receive. And so standing or sitting is fine. Just make sure that your spine is nice and straight. And I'm going to encourage you just to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. A few nice deep breaths. Feel that energy around you, that bubble, and just notice the quality of the energy in your bubble. You may feel that there's a bit of tension or heaviness there, and that's okay. We're going to release that. So on the inhale, I want you to imagine that there's a little trapdoor that opens at the top of your bubble, and you're going to connect with the highest vibration of light available to you in this moment, in the cosmos, in the universe. And you're going to intend that light, or that sami, from the centre of the universe to flow through that trapdoor and begin to fill up your bubble with light. And I usually use my breath to help me with this, so I take a nice deep breath in and fill up my bubble with light. And on the out breath, I allow any heaviness to be transformed, and I also let it go into the earth. So filling your body with your bubble with light, taking as much as you need, there's plenty for everyone. And we're going to do this just for a minute or so. So when you're ready as well, you can imagine a small doorway opening from the bottom of your bubble and invite any hoocha that you're ready to release to flow into Pachamama through your legs and your feet. So these energies that we're giving her, the hoocha, the heaviness, are her finest foods, and she welcomes them. So you're feeding Mother Earth when you do this. So you're breathing in the light and breathing out any heaviness. And there's plenty of heaviness, even the Dalai Lama has heaviness or hoocha. So when you feel you've released everything, you just invite Mother Earth to send her finest rich living energies up into your energy field, up into your bubble, through your legs and feet and into your belly. So her finest energies help the plants and the trees to grow into fine specimens. So I imagine this is a sort of green, translucent, fertile energy that comes up. Okay, so just feel that as it flows in, and it helps to balance the light energy, the Sami. So we're balancing heaven and earth together. So according to the laws of Ayni, or reciprocity, Pachamama offers us her Sami, her finest energies, her nourishment for us. So we can allow this into our bubble, from the bottom to the top. And this is with the intention of strengthening our immune system. This helps us keep really strong and healthy. So when you feel you're full, imagine a beautiful column of light flowing from your heart or your sonko up to the centre of the universe as a gesture of gratitude for this exercise. So you've just been in an Ayni exchange. And so giving and receiving, sacred reciprocity. So this can be done anywhere. If you're at work, you could just nip, out for 5 minutes, or you can do it while you're in nature. And this will help you to release any heavy energy in your energy field on a daily basis. So it really helps you keep strong and resilient. So there's the next step, and I need to now explain to you the Inka energy system, which is also thousands of years old, just like the chakra system. But the main energy centres are, there's a black belt here, and the opening to your black belt is your Siki Nawi, which is at the base of your spine. And we can connect to the water of this land through that belt. So that's what feeds that belt, is water. And then we have a red belt, which has its centre usually just below your belly button, and that's called your Kosko Nawi. And that connects us to the earth, to Pachamama, hence it being red. And then we move up to the heart, to our Sonko, and this is a golden colour, so you have a golden belt. And the centre is called the Sonko Nawi, Here is our Kunka Nawi, our throat eye. And this is a silver belt which connects to the moon, to the stars and to the wind, to Mama Waira, Papa Waira. And then finally we have our Kanchis, which is our third eye, which is also connected to these two eyes, physical eyes, and that's connecting us to the cosmic purple light, which is very powerful. You need a trained Inka practitioner in the Andean mystical tradition to help you to weave the belts and open the eyes. But once that's been done, you can really strengthen your energy field through this practice. And if you would like to receive that right from me, then please just get in contact. But for now, this is really for my students who are doing my online medicine wheel program. I'm going to talk us through how we're going to expand and feed those belts. Okay, so I'm going to talk about sekes of light. Now, a seke of light is really like a spider's thread. Think of it like a thread of light that you can cast with your intention. So I'm going to ask you to spread a seke of light down into the earth or up into the heavens. And it just means that I'm asking you to send a cord of light in a specific direction. And the other thing I need to show you is how to eat heaviness or hucha. So to perform hucha mikwi, which is really digesting heavy energy, we open our Kosko Nawi first. And so I do that by opening, I bring my hand to my belly and I bring my hand away, and that opens my eye a bit like a camera aperture would open. So I command silently my head open, and say I want to digest the heaviness of another human being around their bubble. Then I would extend almost like a cord of my energy to that person, to the outside of their bubble. I can't actually go inside their bubble because I need their permission to do that. I can only work on the outside. So I open my Kosko, I command open, and then I command eat. And what happens is I then can suck like a hoover almost the hucha from their bubble into my Kosko Nawi. It then digests it, and I can send the hucha down into the earth. And from that, a little thread of light will come up into my bubble. So it is creating Sami in a way. So I'm going to suggest that you digest hucha during this exercise. So I just want you to be clear how you do that. So once more, you open your Kosko Nawi, you command eat, you command digest, and it will do it all of its own accord. You don't have to think about it. If you feel sick or concerned about anything throughout any of this process, what you need to do is just bring more Sami down through your bubble and flush any hucha out. It's really important. This is a powerful exercise, and there are many stories I could tell you about this. But just as an introduction to it, we're going to be doing it in this meditation. Okay, so that's enough explanation for the moment, and we're going to go on to the next step of this. So I'd like you to bring your awareness to your Siki Nawi, which is at the back of your base of your spine, just around where your tailbone is. Yeah, just there. And I'd like you to imagine that actually you have a tail, and you're extending a tail of that energy from the black belt down into the earth, And you're sending down that tail to find a body of water that's underground. It could be an underground stream or a spring or a river, a lake. So connect with the energy of all the waters of the planet and exchange Sami. So that means sending your finest energies down through your tailbone and into the water. And you can feel that happening. And as you give your Sami to the water, you can sense eventually there will be an exchange, and the body of water will send its energy, its finest energy, back to you through your tailbone and into your bubble. So this fluidity flows within our bubble and our internal waters to the cells of our body. It's the candle, sorry. And savour the union of the elements and feed this Yama Chumpi, your black belt, around your base with this beautiful watery energy. Just take some nice breaths to do that. And if you're working collectively as a group, you can also combine your personal black belt with the black belts of the pakos you are virtually with, including our loved ones and people around us all over the world. So you can do this virtually as well. I would recommend practicing it first. Okay, so we've fed our black belt. It's nice and ready now for us to move up to the red belt, to the Costco Nawi, to the belly eye. So I'd like you to drop a seke of light from your belly eye to Pachamama, sending your finest energies, your Sami, to the energy of the earth below us, and really feel her. Feel the territory, the land that you live in. What does that feel like? Your house, your home, your garden, if you're lucky enough to have a garden. The street where you live, the wider community, the land. And then our country, our continent, and all the continents of the planet. So connect with this energy and exchange Sami with the mycelium of the earth, that network of mushroom mycelium that carries so much communication between us. And feel that earth force coming into your body, into your bubble, that reciprocity. Savour that connection. So this is the moment, if you're working collectively, virtually, to open your red belts with all the pakos that you're with in the group, as well as loved ones, people around you all over the world. Feeling that connection and moving up to your heart, to your Sonko. Sonko Nawi, your heart centre. You're going to connect with Inti Taita, with the sun. Even if you can't see the sun, you'll be able to know that the sun is definitely there, and you can send a seke of light, of your finest Sami, to the sun. Just connecting to the sun's bubble as well. perceiving those golden rays shining down on you, connecting with his warm and radiant energy. And so giving and receiving that beautiful energy, that golden glow, that brightness, feeling it coming into your body, into your bubble, savouring that connection and feeding that Kori Chumpy, the golden belt around your heart with that sun energy. And then when you feel that it's nice and strong and full of that sunlight, you can extend that golden belt with others virtually and connect. So you can do that at a specific agreed time between you all, and it makes you as a group incredibly strong together. And then moving up to your throat, to the Kunkanawi, connecting to the wind. So they call it Papawaira. I've heard it called Mama Waira, mother or father wind. If that's too difficult, you can connect to the moon, to Mama Kia, to the stars. That silvery light of the cosmos. So sensing that silvery energy coming and connecting with that shimmeringness of it, sending your sami and receiving, working in reciprocity, and allowing that breathing energy, that wind energy to come into our bodies and into that belt. So enjoy that connection and really breathe that into your belt, around your throat, helping you with communication as well. Feeding that Kolka Chumpy, the silver belt, around your neck. And then when you're ready, combining that silver belt in your group, if you're in a group, with others. Okay, so now we're going to open and connect your Kanchisnawi, your third eye, and connect it with the Hanak Pacha, cosmos, the upper world. So let a ray of violet descend down, enveloping your minds with a clear vision of the situation that you're in. So just allowing any negativity or heaviness to be released and to flow away, and allow all those wonderful energies to flow within us. Fill ourselves with this joyful, abundant nectar. Breathing in that cosmic violet light. Keeping our connection with the planet. So we're aware of all our belts working in harmony together. Allowing ourselves to do what we're meant to be doing on this earth with our Lankai, our Moonai and our Yapchai. Okay, so now I'm going to invite you to do a Hucha Mikri to transform any heaviness. In particular, if you're working with an illness like a virus, this is very useful. Okay, any fear. So as I said, open your Kusko Nawi. And then if you want to do a Hucha Mikri on yourself, you can use the inside of your bubble just to make sure it's very clear, commanding that Kusko-Nawi to eat and digest the energy and allowing that energy to go down into the earth. And you can do the same with the outside of your bubble. So imagine that you have like a Hoover nozzle that goes on the outside of your bubble, and it can clean really thoroughly any stuck or heavy energy. Let's do that for a minute. So now we can call, with 3 of our finest breaths, the green Nusta of healing. Or call in your mind's eye with three breaths, the Nusta of green Nusta of healing. So that she can act on our behalf and those in need. And you can ask her for help with anyone that's struggling right now in this world. Anybody who needs that green Nusta to visit them and give them healing. So let's do Sami Chakri once more, the sacred exchange. So we're bringing Sami now down, almost like it's coming into a funnel that's just located behind our heart. And in the Inka tradition, in the Andean mystical tradition, we believe that there's an Inka seed. And this is the essence of our true nature and our potential on this earth. Think of it like your own unique flower seed. So we each will bloom into our own amazing individual flower. So that Inka seed is located just behind your heart centre. And if we bring Sami into that seed and radiate it into our heart, then that generates Munai, or love imbued with will. So it's a really important part of this meditation that we're doing. Close your eyes. Again, bring Sami from the Hanak Pacha down, imagining that funnel connecting with your Inka seed just behind your heart centre, your Sonko Nawi. And so that Sami is very condensed, and it's going to wash over the seed until it cracks, until it germinates and grows into a beautiful flower. Watch it sprout and bloom, and allow it to bring out its true essence, using your breath, and transmit that essence into your heart, generating as much Munai as possible. So visualizing your heart as a golden sphere, a bright golden light that sends beams of golden energy in all directions. So just spending a couple of minutes bringing Sami into your Inka seed, informing your heart, and then sending that golden light out into the universe. And then you can also direct that Munai to people you really care about who might be in a difficult situation or not very well. So send this beautiful energy to the population of the planet, Pachamama, to the rulers and to our leaders, that they may make wise decisions on our behalf. Okay, and that's the end of the exercise. So if you're on your own doing this, you just bring your bands into your body a little bit so they're nice and close around you. If you're part of a larger group, then you disconnect those bands with each other And thank the nature beings, your teachers, your masters, your allies, your spirit guides, whoever's been with you as you've done this meditation. Thank them for being with us. Taking a few nice deep breaths and then come back into your centre with your feet gently resting on the earth. And enjoy the rest of your day.